Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. Of course, you have your news headlines coming up on this Tuesday, but a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. And in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you're part of my conversation with Nancy Dalton, the head of Community Partnerships for Amazon Access, discussing how those who receive SNAP benefits can use those benefits when shopping on Amazon. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with their Tuesday headlines. In national news, millions in central U.S. brace for snow, rain, and floods. A massive winter storm blew across the center of U.S. on Monday, threatening millions of people with heavy snow, freezing rain, and flooding. The National Weather Service warned that there would be numerous widespread and impactful winter hazards in the heart of the country this week. People from Idaho spanning into Wisconsin and as far south as Louisiana were warned to be ready for blizzard-like conditions in the north and flash flooding in the south. By today, Texas and northern Louisiana could be pummeled by severe hail, winds, and tornadoes. The storm will continue southeast into Florida later in the week. It will be a busy week while this system moves across the country, said a meteorologist at the National Weather Service at the National Center in College Park, Maryland. Officials in western South Dakota on Monday told residents to brace for 6 inches or more of snow. Get your shovels ready, get your groceries, and check other needed supplies. The roads will be hard to travel, they were told. Regions stretching along the front range of the Rockies from Montana south into Colorado were under blizzard warnings Monday, and the National Weather Service said that as much as 2 feet of snow was possible in some parts of western South Dakota and northwestern Nebraska. Meanwhile, ice and sleet were expected in the eastern Great Plains. The weather is part of the same system that dumped heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada over the weekend, while downpours at lower levels already triggered flood watches across large swaths of California into Nevada. In more national news, Breonna Taylor's boyfriend settles lawsuits over shooting. The boyfriend of Breonna Taylor, who fired a shot at police as he burst through Taylor's door the night she was killed, has settled 2 lawsuits against the city of Louisville, his attorney said on Monday. The city agreed to pay $2 million to settle lawsuits filed by Walker in federal and state court, one of his attorneys said in a written statement. He added that Taylor's death will haunt Kenny for the rest of his life. He will live with the effects of being put in harm's way due to a falsified warrant, to being a victim of a hailstorm of gunfire, and to suffering the unimaginable and horrific death of Breonna Taylor, the attorney said. Walker and Taylor were in bed for the night when they were roused by knocking on her apartment door around midnight on March 13, 2020. Police were outside with a drug warrant, and they used a battering ram to knock down the door. Walker fired a single shot from a handgun, striking an officer in the leg. The officer and 2 other officers then opened fire, killing Taylor. Walker was initially charged with attempted murder of a police officer, but charges against him were eventually dropped as protests and news media attention on the Taylor case intensified in the spring of 2020. Walker told investigators he didn't know police were at the door, and he thought an intruder was trying to break in. In more national news, I want to talk. Griner opened up during her long trip home. WNBA star Brittany Griner didn't want any alone time as soon as she boarded a U.S. government plane that would bring her home. I have been in prison for 10 months now, listening to Russian. I want to talk, Griner said, according to the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, who have secured the basketball star's release and bring her back to the U.S. last week. She then asked the individual, referring to others on the plane, but first of all, who were these guys? And she moved right past me and went to every member on that crew, looked them in their eyes, shook their hands, and asked about them, got their names, making a personal connection with them. Ultimately, Griner spent about 12 hours of an 18-hour flight talking with others on the plane. The 2-time Olympic gold medalist and Phoenix Mercury pro basketball star spoke about her time in the Russian penal colony and her months in captivity. Although Griner is undergoing a full medical and mental evaluation, it is said that she appeared to be in full energy and looked fantastic. In entertainment news, Golden Globe nominations led by Banshees and Everything Everywhere. After scandal and boycott plunged the Hollywood Foreign Press Association into disarray and knocked its annual show off television for a year, the Golden Globes geared up on Monday for its return by sharing nominations on the black comedy The Banshees and the multi-universe matchup Everything Everywhere All at Once. In an attempt to restore early morning fanfare to the award season tradition, nominations were read from the Beverly Hilton and aired live on NBC's Today Show. Among the nominees for Best Actor in a Drama is Brendan Fraser. Fraser has said he won't attend the Globes after he said he was groped in 2003 by a former member and former president of the organization. On the TV side, the ABC public school comedy Abbott Elementary led with 5 nominations, including Best Series, Musical or Comedy, and nods for its stars Quinta Brunson, Janelle James, and Tyler James Williams. And finally, in business news, Wall Street rises ahead of year's last barrage of rate hikes. Stocks closed higher Monday as Wall Street kicked off a busy week when central banks are likely to unload the year's final barrage of interest rate hikes meant to drive down the world's painfully high inflation. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. Knowing who you are and what you are worth is essential to knowing what you deserve. Do not allow anyone to degrade, to demean, or tell you that you are any less deserving than anyone else. Now go out there and be great. Have an amazing Tuesday. We are part of my conversation coming up with Nancy Dalton, the head of community partnerships for Amazon Access in today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Nancy Dalton, the head of community partnerships at Amazon Access, joined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about how Amazon is helping those who get SNAP benefits to use their benefits on Amazon.com. Here's a bit of our conversation. Nancy, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Cyrus.
Well, this is an important topic, Nancy, because, of course, our savings is front of mind for all of us, but especially for those who are able to get SNAP benefits to help them out. They're always looking for ways to be able to best access projects, but also, of course, to find out exactly what they're eligible for. Before we dive more into that, tell our audience, Nancy, what exactly is Amazon Access and how people can find it?
Absolutely. I'm really excited to talk about Amazon Access today. This is our new one-stop shop where customers can explore programs, features, discounts that really help make their shopping experience on Amazon easier and more affordable. And while visiting us at Amazon Access, you can actually obtain more information about paying with SNAP, Amazon Layaway, as well as Prime Access, our discounted Prime offering.
So, Nancy, I'm sure for people who are able to get SNAP and they may have their EBT card, they may be wondering then, how do they know what's eligible? I notice when we go to stores, you'll see signs sometimes that'll say that they accept SNAP or EBT cards. How will audiences know what is SNAP eligible when it comes to Amazon Access?
Yeah, so Amazon was one of the first retailers to actually offer SNAP as a payment vehicle to get your groceries online. And so we really want this to be a very easy process for customers. And so you just visit us at Amazon.com, register your SNAP EBT, and you're able to then access all of the various grocery items, whether they are pantry staples or fruits and vegetables. It's very easy to find anything that you're looking for because everything is labeled SNAP eligible. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning into this edition of Conversations Daily News. Provided us on tomorrow, more news, message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and of course, your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Now let's go make it a great one.